product review of those control arms I bought from that company that doesn't want to help me out. Anyways, so these are the arms right here. So they, yeah, Top Guns. Okay, I was reading that right. So that's just one side. They both look exactly the same. So this is how they go in. This is the lower control arm, and it bolts to the axle here, and then this bolts to the frame. Anyways, so basically, they look like they're good quality. Like I said earlier, they're MIG welded here, not TIG welded, nothing fancy. They got their Zerk fittings, which are in there, which are a pain in the butt to even get to. You almost have to unbolt these ones to get these greased, which they didn't. I don't know what they were thinking. Maybe they just didn't have a vehicle there to test fit or anything. But basically, you can't get to this one at all. And this one is kind of a pain because the drop bracket's like this. So they should have done it somewhere else. Maybe tucked it back in here so you can get to it. So, anyways, this is my complaint and what I've been having, or what I had the problem with, is that these bushings are just, and granted, these have been out of the truck for, I don't know, year and a half, and that's what the bushing looks like. Just slop. These bushings are, it's cold right now, but when it warms up, these bushings, you can just crush these bushings. And the sleeves they use are, they're rolled, just a flat piece of metal that's rolled, which every company out there that makes control arms now doesn't even use this kind of style. This is like factory OEM. It works good if you don't have this much play in the bushing. So when you have that much play in the bushing, then this starts to open like that, like it's doing. So anyway, so it's out of round. I was getting a lot of slop, wheel slop. Basically, I'd put the truck in reverse, and when I'd push the brake, the whole front axle would rack. The front axle would go kunk, and then we'd start to drive forward, and when we drive forward and hit the brakes, it would go clunk, and it was just junk. Anyways, and then these ones up here, they got the same wear, and these ones don't really see. They still see the same amount of movement, but they don't get the brunt of the leverage. The leverage is all in these ones. But yeah, I just wanted to bring out, and the thickness of this wall, which is what the owner had told me. The owner had told me that they changed to a different bushing because that thickness of the wall, the tubing that they are using now, is a different diameter, and they can't use these bushings anymore because they were having this problem. And so in order to go to a different bushing, or to get a good bushing that would work, they actually had to change the diameter of the tubing. So I don't know if you can see that. It's my battery's dying on this. Let's zero that out. So that's zeroed. So it says 0.1995 inches, which is in fractions 13/64, which is approximately 5 millimeters, 5.07 millimeters. So let's see what that's close to, because I don't think it's... So it's just over 3/16. It's not even 1/4 inch thick, and everybody in other companies are using 1/4 inch. They're using 1/4 inch, 5/16 thick. So that's 1/4 inch. So you can see you got, yeah, so that's probably 3/16 thick. So 3/16 inch tubing, and yeah, and like I said, everybody else, every other company's using 5/16, 1/4 inch. So just their whole process, they're just junk. The customer service is junk. The quality's junk. And I've been looking for bushings for these things. I've sent emails of drawings for the bushings for these things, you know, the sizes I need, and I've had like 4 or 5 companies that basically say no, it doesn't exist. I have I can't remember. There's a company out there that I'm looking at right now, and they said they basically can build me bushings, but at what cost? You know, when you're just gonna build, you know, 8 bushings for a customer, and you got to make molds or designs or, you know, CADs. Who knows what they're gonna charge? It could be, you know, $200. It could be $1,000, and you know, I don't know. I don't know how much it's gonna be. But I'm gonna send off an email today to that company to see. Who knows? It could be 20 bucks a bushing, which I might just do that. But yeah, so basically, I just wanted to do a little rant, a little review product on those control arms, because the owner and the other customer service guy they just didn't take care of the customer in the bottom end, and it sucks nowadays with, you know, YouTube, blogs, you know, the internet and everything, that companies are even turning away such a simple little thing like this, you know. I don't know. And all they have to do is take it as a loss. But anyways, so that's my rant. Yeah, so the company's name is Customz. You know, and I still have the box. This is their box. So Top Gun Customz, Alcoa, Tennessee. So definitely not an Alcoa company, that's for sure. So I don't know. I might just get polyurethane bushings for my stock control arms and just press them in. That's still up in the air. The stock ones are fine. They're just dry rotted a little bit, but I'm definitely not getting no play from the axle twisting and wrapping like I was getting from those. So yeah, so these are gonna go in the barn along with a bunch of other stuff that's going in the barn. But yeah, so if you have any questions or comments about that, or